everybody, Miss Farrington here, and today we're going to talk all about rules. So I want you to think for a second. What are rules and why are they important? Rules are things that we need to follow in order to keep ourselves safe. If we didn't have rules, we might get hurt, we might hurt someone else, or something bad might happen. So rules are really important. Are there rules that you have to follow at home? For this year, we are going to be doing remote learning, which means that our school is going to be on the computer. But just because we're working on the computer doesn't mean that we don't have rules to follow. We're going to read a little book called Distance Learning Tips, and it's going to give us some rules that we should follow while we're remote learning. Get your listening ears ready. Mine are here. Distance learning is different. It takes a while to get used to seeing my teacher or friends on my computer or tablet. Hey, it looks like our class, right? It is best when I wear a shirt when I'm doing a video chat with my teachers. You have to make sure that you get up every day and you get dressed just as you would if you were going to a school building, because you're still seeing your friends, so you want to look presentable. Also, if I stay in front of the screen, it will be easier for my friends to see me. So you want to make sure that you're not lounging around, laying around, playing with something while we're supposed to be learning online in the computer. If I need a break from looking at the screen, I can tell my mom, my dad, or someone that's watching me, and they will help me take a break and then come back to my class. So this is more for the middle of the day when you start getting some work to do that Miss Farrington gives you and you feel like you need a break, you could take a break. But during our live meetings, I want to make sure that I see you and I hear you and you're working with me. So don't take a break during our live meetings. Sometimes my teacher might ask us to turn my mic off, your microphone. And an adult can help you find this button when you need it. Usually it's that one where the microphone has an X through it. So that helps you listen to the teacher while she's talking or listen to other friends. So it's important that you follow that rule. Another thing I can try to remember is to keep an appropriate distance from the screen. So about the length of my arm, kind of like how far I am from this screen. If I'm too close, it might be too scary like I am right now. And if I'm too far away, you won't be able to see me. So it's important to stay right in front of the screen so everyone could see your gorgeous faces. Distance learning is different than learning in my school building. It's true. But if I follow these tips or rules, it will help me learn and help my teacher be able to see me when I'm learning. It will and can be fun. So now that we learned some tips and tricks and rules on how we're going to learn remotely, I want to see if you are paying attention. So we're going to complete this chart that says rules to follow during remote learning. And we're going to figure out if some of the items I'm going to show you are good ideas, that gets a thumbs up, or not so good ideas with a thumbs down. Okay, so let's remember, good ideas get a thumbs up, and not so good ideas, those get a thumbs down. So let's look at the picture and we're gonna decide good or not so good. Let's see. Sitting super close to the computer. Good idea or not so good idea? Not so good idea. We're gonna put it on the not so good idea side. Womp womp. You wanna make sure you're sitting in front, right? Okay, here's another. Taking a break to have a snack during the day. Good idea or not so good idea? Good idea. It's okay to have a snack when we're not on a live session. You want to make sure that you save your snack for after our live session. Good idea. Wearing a bathing suit to our live meeting. Is that a good idea or not so good idea? Of course it's not a good idea. You don't want to wear a bathing suit to our live sessions. You want to make sure that you're dressed in regular everyday clothes. No pajamas either. Unless I can't tell they're pajamas, then it's okay. Ooh. Sitting nicely in front of the computer so I can see you. Good idea or not a good idea? You're right. Good idea. Of course it's appropriate to sit about an arm's length from the computer. Good idea. Oh, taking a rest and relaxing while we're on a live session. Good idea or not a good idea? What do you think? Not a good idea. You don't want to be laying down while we're on a live session. You want to make sure you're just like this picture, sitting up nice and tall so we can all see and hear you. We don't want to see you in your bed, silly. Not so good idea. Playing with toys while you're online with the adult in your house. Good idea or not a good idea? Not a good idea, right? This stresses out mom, and you're supposed to be paying attention and learning. There will be time to play with toys, but it's not during our live sessions. So make sure those toys go away and I see your beautiful faces. Not a good idea. Wearing a t-shirt and a big smile on your face. Good idea or not a good idea? Of course, that's a good idea. So now that we know some good ideas and not so good ideas, I feel that we are totally ready for remote learning. What I'd like you to do today is I would like you to think about one of the rules that we learned about today, or one of the good ideas, and tell me how you are going to follow it during remote learning. Okay? Tell me one of the good ideas. See you later.